The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast is accustomed to public separations, but Denise Richards' divorce from Aaron Phypers is unfolding uniquely. After years of speculation, uncomfortable on-camera moments, and whispers of underlying tension, it's confirmed. Denise and Aaron have ended their marriage. While the couple once spoke highly of their connection, that harmony didn't endure. Denise and Aaron's relationship, which began quickly and intensely, now appears to have diminished under the pressures of reality television, career changes, and personal differences. So what actually led to this separation? And will it impact Denise's next chapter? Let's explore the details. When did Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Denise Richards and Aaron Phypers get married? Denise and Aaron married in September 2018 after a rapid courtship. The couple first met at Aaron's wellness clinic, Quantum 360. During an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Denise shared, "So, I met him at his center doing DNA repair, anti-aging, and that sort of thing. Then, one time we connected closely in one of his rooms. We've been inseparable ever since." At the time, Aaron was still legally married to actress Nicolette Sheridan. The wedding, planned in under 48 hours after his divorce was finalized, was filmed for season 9 of RHHOBH. Denise was a barefoot bride in a beachside ceremony, complete with all the Bravo fanfare one would anticipate. During the episode, Denise revealed Charlie Sheen approved of the union. She noted, "They actually do get along. And when we got married, Aaron called Charlie to let him know that we were getting married, just out of respect, that he was going to be a stepdad to our girls. They get along." At the time, Denise was the bold new housewife altering the established dynamics. Though the couple seemed deeply connected, spiritually, emotionally, and occasionally telepathically, viewers noticed tension almost immediately. Aaron's reserved demeanor toward the other housewives, his unusual discussions about modern medicine, and his tendency to speak on Denise's behalf all drew attention. Why did Aaron file for divorce? In July 2025, news broke that Aaron had officially filed for divorce at Los Angeles' Stanley Most Courthouse. According to court documents obtained by Briefing on Bravo, Aaron listed the pair's date of separation as Friday, July 4. He listed irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split. He also made it clear that the pair did not have minor children. However, he did list Denise's youngest daughter, Alois, as his stepchild in the court documents. For now, neither Aaron nor Denise have commented publicly. Not surprisingly, Aaron is also asking for the court to award him spousal support. In the documents, he is also asking for his power tools. The court documents also revealed Denise's monthly income as $250,000. Aaron went on to claim that he has made $0 over the last year after he ended his business. The divorce paperwork also revealed that Aaron has a monthly outgoing of $105,000, including $18,000 in rent, which is currently being covered by others. Will the divorce affect RHOBH? This divorce might be a significant development for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Denise's return to the show in season 13 as a friend of the housewives was already major news, but now that she's going through a high-profile divorce, Bravo fans are eagerly hoping for her to regain her full housewife status. With the success of her new series, Denise Richards and Her Wild Things, the fallout might help the show secure a second season. Producers appreciate a comeback story, and Denise's split from Aaron offers the perfect scenario. She's single again, even though she once vowed never to experience another divorce. She is regaining her strength and is ready to re-enter the Bravo spotlight. Viewers have seen her as a wife, a mom, and a spiritual partner. Now, they want to see Denise thrive independently. There's also curiosity about how much of the breakup will be featured. Denise has always been selective about what she shares, but with Aaron no longer in the picture, she may feel more comfortable opening up. If fortunate, viewers will get candid moments, open discussions over dinner with Garcelle Bavaud, and perhaps even a group trip where Denise shares her experiences. Irreconcilable differences. The words etched into the court documents felt stark and clinical, a sterile summation of a love that had once been anything but. How had they arrived here, at the precipice of another fractured future? She remembered the whirlwind of it all. Aaron, with his intense gaze and his hushed pronouncements about DNA repair and anti-aging, had been a fascinating enigma. Her life at the time, still reeling from the echoes of a very public and tumultuous marriage, craved something new, something that promised healing and a fresh start. Quantum 360, his clinic, had been more than just a place for wellness. It had felt like a sanctuary. And then that one encounter, connecting closely in one of his rooms, as she'd so blithely stated on camera. It had been electric, undeniable. A connection she believed, in her heart of hearts, was destined. The rush to the altar had been frantic, almost reckless. 48 hours, that's all they'd had after his divorce from Nicolette Sheridan was finalized. The cameras, ever present, had devoured every moment, from the barefoot vows to Charlie's surprising approval. They actually do get along, she proudly declared, a testament to her belief in the unusual harmony she'd found. Aaron, the spiritual, telepathic partner, the man who seemed to see into her very soul. But even then, a quiet unease had begun to simmer beneath the surface. The whispers had started subtly. Aaron's reticence with the other housewives, a stark contrast to her own effusive nature. His theories on modern medicine, delivered with a detached certainty that often left the others exchanging bewildered glances. And then, the most telling sign, the way he would often speak for her, his voice a quiet authority that sometimes eclipsed her own. She dismissed it then, convinced it was simply his protective nature, his deep connection to her well-being. Now, she wondered if it had been a precursor to something else entirely, a quiet erosion of her own voice within their union. July 4th, 2025. Independence Day. A cruel irony. That was the date Aaron had marked as their separation. She remembered the day with a clarity that stung. They'd been at the beach house, the one she'd painstakingly decorated, filled with light and laughter for years. The air had been thick with unspoken tension, a suffocating silence that had been building for months. A casual comment from her, a seemingly innocuous suggestion about a future project, had sparked an unexpected, chilling response from him. It wasn't an argument, not a shouting match. It was a calm, almost surgical detachment in his voice as he'd articulated, for the first time, a future that didn't include her. She hadn't realized then that he was already charting his escape route, meticulously documenting every perceived flaw, every irreconcilable difference, for the paperwork that would soon shatter her world again. The news had broken with the suddenness of a summer storm. Aaron Phypers files for divorce. The headlines had screamed, a cacophony of speculation and pity. She tried to shield Alois from the immediate fallout, but the internet was a merciless beast, its tendrils reaching into every corner of their lives. Then came the details, the spousal support, the power tools. A wry, bitter laugh escaped her lips. Power tools, after everything, that's what he was prioritizing. It was almost comically absurd, yet it underscored the brutal reality of their separation. He was dissecting their shared life into individual possessions, each item a testament to a love that had withered and died. And his claim of zero income. That had been a particularly painful blow. She'd known his business, Quantum 360, had struggled in recent years. The initial buzz had faded, replaced by skepticism and quiet whispers about its efficacy. She'd financially supported them for longer than she cared to admit, her $250,000 monthly income a steady stream into a shared life that seemed increasingly one-sided. To see it laid bare in public documents, her substantial earnings juxtaposed against his stated zero, felt like a public shaming. and the $105,000 monthly outgoing, the $18,000 in rent covered by others. Who were these others? The question gnawed at her, a fresh wound. The phone buzzed. It was Garcelle. "Girl, you okay? I just saw the news." Denise took a deep breath, the salty air filling her lungs. I'm getting there, gee, it's a lot." A lot is an understatement. Are you really going to let him get away with those power tools, though? Garcelle's attempt at levity, a familiar comfort, brought a small smile to Denise's lips. "I might just let him have them," Denise admitted, the irony not lost on her. "Some battles aren't worth fighting, you know." "I do know, honey, but this is a comeback story waiting to happen. The fans are already going wild. They want you back, full housewife status, and with Wild Things doing so well." Denise knew Garcelle was right. The timing, though painful, was undeniably cinematic. Bravo, ever the opportunist, would be salivating. Denise Richards and her Wild Things, her new series, was finding its stride, a raw, unfiltered glimpse into her life with her daughters and her beloved animals. The contrast between the chaos of her home and the carefully curated world of the housewives was a compelling one. And now this, another divorce, another public unraveling. Producers appreciate a comeback story. The phrase echoed in her mind.